I'm here with Dr. Stephen Jackson, a child psychologist and stress expert for over 25 years. Dr. Jackson, you know, I was there with them, and I heard their little hearts and their little questions. So what is the most important advice that you would give parents?
Well, I would say that they want to keep kind of clean their own emotional house up as best they can, talk to neighbors, talk to their spouses, talk to whatever, so that they realize that the child expresses what the parent represses. So children are smart. They'll pick up on things and they'll be acting out of what you're not dealing with.
Yeah. What should parents listen for when they're talking to the kids?
Well, they should do what you did.
Yeah.
They should ask them specifically what's on their minds. You know, one psychiatrist was quoted in the New York Times, said a teenager came in to see him, typical session, and says, the World Trade Center, that's gone, and that means there'll be no world trade, and it's shutting the whole world down. And that's the kind of thing we need to know, rather than, are you just worried about this or that, or did you see those images? You need to make sure that you're hearing what they're really experiencing.
How do we reassure our children when we don't feel reassured?
Well, the first thing, we want to make sure we let them express fully what they're feeling and validate. I can understand how you'd be scared.
Yeah.
And in reassuring them, we want to reassure them, like the little girl who ended it with, I want to get the people. We don't want to get into this place of hate, of hating a whole sector of humanity, you know, but rather say to them something like, you know, we're going to have to go into the forest, and we don't want to kill the deer and the birdies and all that. We want to just get the snakes, and there's only a few snakes around here.
Do you feel afraid? Is that a good way to go?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you sum it up with a very powerful emotion, which is love. Talk to me about that.
Well, I break it down in a couple little steps. On the left hand from your heart, for your children, you want to listen, open your mind and your heart, verbalize back what you hear them saying so you can validate it. I can see how you're scared about that. And then E, on the other side, you want to then encourage them. You
do
want
it again, do it again. Listen,
open your mind and your heart, and verbalize
verbalize
back what you're hearing them saying.
And then?